Namaste. Welcome back to Indian Stories and Traditions. This is Aruna Mandhania, and today we are going to talk about a Gangaur festival. You can see the previous stories in my channel before on Gangaur. So when Gangaur is being celebrated, I know that all of us are girls, especially all sizes and all ages, are very excited about singing the Gangaur Geet, participating in the Gangaur Puja, getting dressed up, and like all the festivities. And while I hear all the Gangaur Geet, they are all very festive and awesome, I repeatedly hear this one Geet, Ghudlo ghumelo ji ghumelo, suhagan bare aav Ghudlo ghumelo ji ghumelo. And I was thinking, what could that be? And there is a history behind that. I want all of us to be very aware of this history as we are enjoying all the festivities. And when we enjoy all our festivities, what has happened back in history, we cannot forget that. We need to remember that and honor the sacrifices that have been made. Having said that, let me start the story for you. So Gangaur has been celebrated ever since. Okay, what I'm going to tell you, this story about Ghudlo ghumelo ji ghumelo is much more closer to like at least 500 years back or something like that. Okay, this is during the Rajput time. So there was this king, Rajput king. He ruled Jodhpur. And his name was Satal Dev Singh Rathod. And there were three brothers. They had their own three kingdoms. One of them was, they all had their own three kingdoms. But at that time, there was all this Mughal invasion that was going on. And they were constantly fighting to keep their kingdoms. During one of those fights, Satal Dev Singh Rathodji had gone to assist his brother for his own fight and all kinds of things. And as soon as he came home from that war that was very long and very bad, he got a message from a small town. There somebody came, a messenger said, there's very bad news. And Satalji said, what? And the bad news was that there was a Mughal army man, right? The head of the army. He has abducted 140 women, who, including some girls, and taken them to his tent where he's traveling to Ajmer, on his travel back to Ajmer. And that was not acceptable. Satal Singh ji said, no, that's not right. And when he got this news was in the late afternoon. So by the time Satal Singh ji would travel from Jodhpur to the place where this tent was, it would have been night time. But Satal Singh ji paid no attention to any of these rules of war. The rule of the war is always like there is no attack or no fight that is going to happen after the sunset. But this would be right after that. But then Satal Singh ji said, no, for the security of my sisters, my daughters, my mothers, day and night does not matter. In fact, night is the most dangerous thing for them. Anything can happen. And he did not stop. As soon as he heard this, he put his gear back on, and whoever was available from his army, he collected them, like 8 to 10 people, and said, let's just go. And they rode off to this place where in the desert there was this tent where these 140 girls, women, and all ladies were held. They went, and of course they had a battle, they had a fight in the night. And that was a very brutal fight. But the Veer Satal Singh ji Rathod, he conquered on on that army, that big army. He killed almost everybody, and in that process he shot so many bows at this one person. His name was Ghudlo Khan. Okay, the Ghudlo Khan was the mastermind behind all this abduction. So he really threw in so many arrows in his head, and of course killed Ghudlo Khan. And Ghudlo Khan was on the ground, and that was a victory. The rest of the army that Satal Singh Ji had bought, whoever survived, were given instructions to take all these ladies safely back to where they belong. But Satal Singh Ji saw a sense of fear, a sense of real fear in all these women, and they were not like sure, and all the happiness was, of course, abduction is not easy, and at that time it was much more scary, and it was very, he couldn't bear that sight, and he's like, no, the little girls, the women are supposed to have this joy in them. That is what we come home to, and I cannot lose it. And Satal Singh Ji said, okay, I'm going to boost their confidence back. And he actually chopped off Ghudlo Khan's head, tied a rope around it, and tossed it over to the women and said, here, take this as a trophy and a reminder of this victory, that nobody dare touch the women of my kingdom under me. And that is what he tossed over to the girls. And as soon as the ladies and the girls saw that, they got like, yes, this is victory. That demon is not alive anymore. And they picked that head up, put it on their head, and went back dancing. And they went to their village, knocked on every door, and sang this song. Ghudlo ghume lo ji ghume lo, suhagan bare av. Ghudlo ghume lo ji ghume lo. What does that mean? That this evil is always going to roam about, but there is no need for any women, suhagan, girls, anybody. Suhagan is the word given to the ladies here. Don't worry and hide inside your home. Come out. Let's celebrate. This is Gangaur after all. And this is our victory. And from there on, next year, year after year, women sang this song, saluting Satal Singh Ji Rathod for his bravery and giving this song the meaning. What they did was they got a pot made with holes in it that resembles the Ghudlo Khan's head with that many arrows in his head, but they put a diya inside with either tel or ghee, right? That burn oil or ghee. And that is the representation of the winning or the victory over the evil. That's why all these ladies, they put that pot with the diya, saying that we conquer evil with light. And they go around the town singing this song, remembering the freedom that each and every one of them got, and saluting Satal Singh Ji. So I would like all of us to, on this auspicious day, give that brave man and his team that got us victory and freedom a big salute and say Satal Singh Ji ki Jai.